It is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Welcome to Veda. So I've made a few short films, including most recently a Ghostbusters fan film, and I really don't like referring to them as films that much, mostly because as a fan of classic Doctor Who, I know that film and video are different media, and of course most classic Who stories are shot in a combination of both. Most. Still, that's the accepted term, and of course fan film is alliterative. So, well, why don't I just show you my fan film and then I can discuss it? It's less than 2 minutes long. It's also got a link in the description and a link to my short film playlist.
Come on, guys, it's getting away. Man, it's cold outside. Hey, question? Why? Why are we only shown individually?
Yeah, not too bad. I could nitpick it a little bit, and I will, but I'm satisfied with it. A little background here. I did the script in storyboard form, and I tried not to use too much technical jargon in the descriptions. And as you can see, pretty simple camera setups. Only 2 people had lines, one of them being the writer and director. I assume you figured out that the gag was we're sharing one jacket between the 5 of us. It would have been 6, but I made that jacket from a crayon costume for dogs that I found at Ollie's. And as you can see, I just sort of printed something out, cut it out, then a little bit of double stick tape. I need a little more, actually. And of course, in order to convey that illusion, the camera had to be locked. So I made extra sure of that. However, I don't think I initially explained that sufficiently. I did tell people not to bump the camera. Pretty sure I did anyway. Guess where they always congregated in between shots? And then I told them clearly, and they still did it! Sometimes it sucks to be the only actor in the shoot. And I'm an actor. I've got an IMDb page, although I guess if I put this fan film on IMDb, so will the others. But I've got more than one entry. In fact, a director I recently worked with called me a consummate actor. And I probably shouldn't expect the same thing out of everybody else that I expect from myself. And aside from experience, there might also be, neurodivergent versus neurotypical. There's just certain things which are so obvious, I don't even think to put them into words. I used to work in a phone room at a market research company, and sometimes when I would train people, I didn't think to tell them to do or not to do certain things because it just didn't occur to me that somebody would or wouldn't do such things. And then they did, or didn't. And then I tried to add that the next time I trained someone, and then they came up with something else that would never even occur to me that something would or would not do. We shot my stuff first because I figured then I could be behind the camera for the rest of the video, and we shot Aaron's stuff last because, well, it entailed moving the camera. So shoot his part in position 1, then shoot his part in position 2. But yeah, we did have to, of course, take our proton pack off, take the jacket off, give it to the next person, then they would put their proton pack and switch the name tag. And this is partially my fault. It didn't occur to me to take my name tag off and put it in the pocket or something. So Bill was the next person, actually, and he realized, oh, gee, where do I put this? Oh, I'll put it on the script, which is lying on the ground underneath. Yeah, I thought, it might blow away, so I put it under here and thinking hopefully this would weigh it, and then my head bumped the tripod. So I had to reshoot my scene again. And if you look carefully, you'll notice I'm not wearing a name tag. It's because I was so frustrated I forgot to put it back on. And that was partially my fault. Now, the illusion is sufficient, but if you look at the reflections, again, I planned to shoot there. It didn't occur to me, oh yeah, reflective surfaces reflect. Also, even then, just turning the camera on and off, just the touch screen moves it a little bit. I should have made sure this was in there extra tight. I don't know if that would have helped, but at least then I would know that I did everything I could do. But that wasn't the most frustrating, nerve-wracking, meltdown-inducing. I don't even know if that really induced a meltdown. But the opening scene of the car arriving was actually the last scene shot, not counting the bows. And it was the second take. Here's the first take.
Did you just ruin the shot? Why are you walking there?
Bleep.
You, Fred, why? Why are you in the way? It's probably okay, but
Yeah, I did apologize to Fred while still screaming at him. It didn't occur to me to tell him to not get into the shot, because the idea is all 5 of us are in that vehicle, even though only 2 of us were. Semi-experienced actor plus neurodivergent. I guess not. Doesn't. It's hard for me to think of everything to tell an inexperienced actor who. Yeah. Boy. That's the video's still okay, thank goodness. And again, this is the first film I've made, video, whatever, that has involved other actors. In fact, I think it's only the second thing I've directed that involves other actors. The first one being a scene in a directing class I took, where the actors were, they were taking some kind of an acting class, so they weren't quite as inexperienced as everybody I worked with here. I mean, I would like to do some more of these short films. We'll see. I do have some other ideas. Hey, they might actually break the 2-minute mark. Probably not. I don't want to move any further away because, well, can you see it? Yeah. Uh-huh.